Hey guys, what's good? It's Toby Cads here. Chapter 142 of Gachiakuta just dropped, and the name of the chapter is Experience Points. And that title perfectly describes what this chapter is. We got some major reviews in this chapter that clarified some things that we needed more information about. So yeah, let's not waste any time and get right into this chapter. We start off the chapter in a flashback and we actually see Amo and Corvus talking to each other. And this conversation actually shows how and why Corvus allowed Amo to join the cleaners in the first place. This is good because we actually didn't get any clarification as to why Amo was allowed to join the cleaners. And I gotta say, it's a pretty touching reason. She says that she wants to make amends, reform, and be a better person. Yeah, that's a very touching reason to want to be a cleaner. Like, I'm actually really starting to like Amo. Like, there's a lot to her now compared to what we saw before. And what makes this even more touching is that Amo is like, oh, I feel like those reasons are shallow for me to want to be a cleaner. And damn, that just goes you to show you the type of person she is. She's actually someone that genuinely cares and loves about others. But Corvus tells her that it's fine for her to want to join the cleaners because of that reason, that it's okay that people actually join the cleaners just to feel among. So you wanted to be here because you want to make amends and be a better person? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And I like that. That's like very good conversation and character development. Corvus then follows that for her to want to be a cleaner, that she has to do a job, that she can't just be around here doing nothing for the most part. But Amo states that she does not really like fighting, and Corvus says that you don't have to fight a trash beast, that there's other things you could do here. And that's where he points out that she could actually be a healer. And this clarifies a lot of things, because when Amo actually officially joined the cleaners in chapter 113, she said she was going to be a healer. And we were like, huh? How does that work? Like, how are you gonna be a healer? Like, your abilities don't work that way. Like, there was a lot of confusion around that time, and we get the reason as to why she was even gonna be a healer in the first place, because Corvus told her to be a healer. And here's where we get the huge bombshell. We actually get the full explanation as to how Amo's boots work. This is important because it's always seemed like Amo's boots is only able to create sense of a target's loved one. She then puts them under the illusion and they'll just be on a trance to want to help and protect Amo. But no, that's not how her powers work at all. Instead, how her powers work is that she's able to create a sense from the time she experienced something and make a target smell it. Then her power makes her targets recall similar memories from the scent they just smelled. And this is a huge game changer because it changes everything we know about the Watchmen series boots. You see, what Amo had been doing all this time along with her boots is create scents that are basically associated with love or someone you care about. And that's why the boots work in that way, because for the people she was controlling, the scents were associated with people they loved or people they cared about, and they were under the illusion that they have to help Amo. And that makes a lot of sense. But no, the boots don't work in that way. It's extended to any type of smell depending on the experience the user has. So basically, they can create a scent based on any experience they've had. This obviously broadens the scope of the abilities of the boots and makes it even more powerful than we think it was originally, but it's actually not that powerful with Amo. I'll get right into that, but let's continue the conversation with Amo and Corvus. This whole thing with Amo's boots, I appreciate the clarification, but it's kind of annoying because I just did the whole every vital instrument from Gachiakuta explained, and now less than a week that video is obsolete. Like, that video is outdated. But yeah, y'all should still check out that video. It's a pretty good video. And if you're enjoying this video, make sure to like and subscribe. It's appreciated. Like, help your boy out. Come on, help your boy out. Corvus then mentions that she should be a healer because she's best suited for that. Mostly because she's a sensitive person, and sensitive people are more inclined to absorb their experiences. Then she can use those experiences to help comfort and heal others. Now we head back to real time, and we actually see that Maimo and the people he's controlled have overrun Amo and the people she controls. And he mentions one thing: lack of experience. Maimo mentions that Amo's vital instrument is cracked and very overpowered, but she made one fatal mistake. Her only experience has to do with love and making people think about people they care about. But in this stadium where there are thousands of people, what's the guarantee that every single person there has somebody they want to protect? And Maimo basically explains is that, yeah, your experiences, you're flawed, that you are actually in Penta for 10 years and you don't have any experiences. Like, you're limited with what you can do when it comes to creating sense based off your experiences. And he basically says that the boots, while they are overpowered, they're kind of useless with you because you don't really have any experience. You haven't really done anything. You just joined the cleaners. And yeah, you're really limited with what you can do. You are powerful, but you can't do a whole lot. My mother then explains that her power can never be greater than his power because he actually has the power to straight up control people. He's not tied to anything. He can just control everybody. And thus, the people he controls is going to be more than the people she controls. And that's how they get overrun by his zombies. And we actually see the page. Amo, Fu, and Engine, they're about to be swarmed by thousands of people that Maimo is currently controlling. We then shift to Rudo and Rio. Maimo actually brings reinforcements to try and deal with them. And the reinforcements come in the form of this lady that's able to control huge puppets or whatever. And yeah, they're just chasing Rio and Rudo about. And Maimo points out that yeah, if they want to catch him and defeat him, they have to defeat those puppets first. But it turns out that those puppets and those creatures, they're actually the vital instrument of the person that's controlling them. Which is like, damn, whoa, like, how are they vital instruments? We actually need more clarification for that because I'm kind of confused. Like, is she using something to create the puppets and those creatures, or are the creatures themselves, are they the vital instruments? I'm not so sure about that, but we need some clarification about that. We switch back to Engine and he's able to rescue Ama and Fu. He just used his Unbreaker like a glider and just got out of there. I told you, that thing, it's very OP. Like, the Unbreaker is very OP. You can do a whole bunch of shit. Y'all are gonna see in the next episode what I'm talking about. Amo starts to think to herself that, damn, Maimo was actually correct. Like, what can I do? Like, I feel like I'm pretty useless. I'm not really helping or doing anything in this scenario. And can you guess what happened? Engine was like, yeah, I agreed. You are pretty useless. Like, bro, the whole back. He was like, yeah, you're pretty useless. You're not doing anything right now. Like, Maimo is right. And I'm like, whoa, this dude is just like brutally honest. But I appreciate it. Like, I appreciate that type of honesty. But Engine basically tells her that that's fine. It's all right to feel useless. Like, you could feel discouragement. Like, experience that and know what discouragement feels like. But he also tells her that at the same time, that discouragement, use it to stand up, do something, make the situation better, prove me wrong, and for yourself, experience vindication. He's basically telling her that, yeah, you know all these feelings of you feeling useless and not doing anything right now? Yeah, you gotta step up and do something about it. Like, if you think you're not doing anything, step up and do something about it. Prove me wrong, prove Maimo wrong, and experience vindication for yourself to know that, yeah, you're actually a good person and you can contribute not just to yourself, but to the cleaners. And this is why I have to say that Engine is a great anime mentor character. I actually have a video of that coming this Saturday, so you definitely want to check that out when that drops this Saturday. But yeah, Engine is great. He helps everyone. From Rudo, Zanka, Rio, and now Amo, we've seen that he uplifts people and makes them better. And wow, like, he's a great character. In my opinion, he's a top 3 character in Gachiakuta, maybe even top 2. But yeah, let's move on. We then see Rudo and Rio struggling because Rudo is like, he doesn't want to break someone's vital instrument, and he actually thinks about Bundus and how he broke his vital instrument in the trash beast. And it's like, oh wow, he actually thought about that. Like, he doesn't want to break someone's vital instruments, which kind of makes sense. Rudo is the type of person that sees words in everything. He's the opposite of Zodiu. Zodiu doesn't really see words in things and thinks they're a waste, but Rudo always thinks there's words in something and he doesn't just want to break them. He feels like you can always get the best out of something, so he's not just going to break something or destroy something. And in the final chapter, we see the Adoroy brothers. They actually stepping down to help Maimo. They have their chokers on, so he's controlling them. And yeah, the chapter ends right there, right then. Wow, this chapter actually had a lot. We got major clarification for things that we didn't know about previously, and we actually got a clarification for how the Watchmen series boots work. There was just also great character writing for Engine, for Amo. One of the best I've seen for Amo specifically. Like, this was great character writing for Amo. Also, Engine just always doing his thing. I think this was actually a very, very good chapter. This was a very solid chapter. I think I'm gonna give it like a 8.7 to a 9, maybe like a 8.8. But this was actually a very good chapter. I think this was better than the last chapter. Because of the clarification, we'll go for everything that we needed clarification for as to how and why Amo joined the cleaners and how she was gonna be a healer in the first place. Like, we understand everything now. But yeah, that was a great chapter. In the next couple of chapters, I want to see how Amo actually bounces back and proves to be useful, not to herself but to the cleaners. I also want to see Rudo and Rio versus the Adoroy brothers. I actually want to see what they could do because they're twins, so maybe their vital instruments have something that plays off of each other. That would be nice to see. And yeah, I gotta give it to Maimo. He's actually stepping up and seeming pretty good. Like, he seems like a very good villain at this point. It's like, he's actually doing this shit. I gotta give him that. I gotta give him that. But yeah, that's everything about this chapter. I think I covered everything. If I missed anything down, let me know in the comment section. What do y'all think of this chapter? What do y'all think? What do y'all actually think of Gachiakuta episode 1? Episode 1 dropped. Do y'all enjoy the anime? I think the anime, they did a great job. There were some changes here and there with the maxed man. But obviously, yeah, they did a great job. They captured the whole vibe, the whole aesthetic. And I think Gachiakuta is really going to blow up and take off as the anime progresses. But yeah, that's everything from this chapter. And I think that's all from me. All y'all boys. Peace.